Hi friends, Concy here from atop Serenity Hill. I'm also the host of the membership called The Creative Playground. You can find more information about that below. So I'm back in my Gluebook Tag Journal, which is made from paint chips, in case you're new here. And I am working on decorating the backs of each paint chip using the front color as the inspiration. And so I'm also, whoops, I think our touch there. There's two. There you go. I'm also trying some new things each time, once I got past the I'm just collaging, because this is supposed to be, a glue book is all about collaging. But I feel like, it can be a glue book and you can still break some rules. This one has an actual tab that holds a little leaf in it. And then this one has some flowers that are sticking out from it, so keeping it dimensional as well. So I'm going to try new things, and hopefully it gives you some inspiration to use, if not in a tag book or in a glue book, but in your art journal or in your creative practice. Just gives you a new way of looking at maybe your supplies. Okay, so this is the card for this week. I'm all wrapped up here. Here we go. And it says Grace on it. Okay, so this was, don't forget, a deck from an old project. So some of the cards have words on them, some of them do not. I just never finished that project. It came naturally to a conclusion and I ended up with this deck. And then all the back is already covered with white lined paper. Some of them have writing on them from the back. Some of the older ones did. You can even see some of the writing here. So some of them are going to be easier to do than others because they're already white. I covered up the I even have gesso. I can actually see there's gesso on here. I gessoed what was on the back of all of the paint chips and then covered it with lined paper and then didn't use it that way. So a couple things that I'm doing. One, and if I use something on this card, I am paying it forward, if you will. And so what I'm paying forward this time is this really gorgeous, gorgeous washi tape that has gold on it. Y'all, absolutely gorgeous. Love it. This is from a company called EB or IB. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but I do have a coupon code for them. If you're interested, it's 30% off. You'll find that below if you're interested. It is affiliate link. And so if you use it, I get a little bit of some pennies thrown my way for you using it, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. So I loved that this had the color of the card in it. So this is my pay it forward collage. And then the other thing, of course, I'm always adding a dragonfly on the front. And I have my sheet of dragonflies here for my card. So let's see what we're going to do. I always like to show you what I'm using. So obviously the washi. I also like to have some kind of focal point. This focal point was the flowers. I found a sticker, same company by the way, they make gorgeous stickers, that goes with the color. So possibility of that. And then I pulled out some collage paper because obviously this is a glue book. I loved this flower. I also loved bringing in maybe a different color, and then this worked with this. I don't know, we'll see. I found this piece of collage, which is not exactly the same, but I probably will end up using it. It's close enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then in the spirit of pulling stuff forward to the next card, this is my next one, and I can save the purple bits for this card. So I'm always trying to think through what would I pay forward to the next card. Okay, so I also have some alcohol ink stickers, which gorgeous. This orangey peachy color works really beautiful, so I'll probably use some of that. It's a sticker sheet. I have a video on how I made this alcohol ink stickers, so you can find that below as well. And then I've been loving the idea of having something sticking off of the deck and sticking out, like as the deck, obviously it has the frou-frou of the ribbon, but as I've been going, I have a tab. Now I have, some string hanging off from that one. I have these flowers sticking out, and it just gives the deck more interest as I'm going. So I found in my stash, I had this little ruffle, paper ruffle, which had, guess what? The thread that I used is the color of the card. So that was handy. And I thought that might be kind of fun to, glue on the edge. And then you have this paper ruffle that's hanging off the edge. So I made that from, this is what's left over. I was doing a project where I was cutting a doily. This is a paper doily. And I didn't need the center section. So that's what this is. I just folded it in half. And I'll do, at some point, I'll probably have a video on doing snippet rolls and paper ruffles. And then I just folded it up, and then just kept folding it, and I ran it through my sewing machine. And I even left the threads on, which are, super cute. So I think that's going to be my dimensional piece. And I also found this printable. This was a printable of some description somewhere that is my work, and I've done it a couple different ways, but it didn't print right, whatever happened on it. And so it does have, though, the colors similar. Okay, so I'm going to play and see what happens. Let's not lose my sticker washi bits, all my bits. And I'm going to play, and then we will meet back here and see how I finished. Okay, so if you're new here, please subscribe. I would love to have you on this creative journey. If you are doing this card deck, or you have a question, please comment below. I would love to do have a conversation with you. I answer and read every comment. And if you like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. All right. So let's dive in. If you are using my project for inspiration, dive into your own art journal. If you're using it exactly how I'm using it with some kind of tag deck, grab it and let's get started. Okay, we're finished. We have our itty bitty bits left over to add to our next one. So I'll hang on to those. And I love the way it came out. And, you know, I always think about how am I going to react to things? Like I put this washi tape down. This is something I want you to think about. I put this washi tape down and I was like, oh, now there's a big space. Do I need more washi tape? And instead of like going with my first instinct, let's see, I do want to always add a dragonfly. Is there a dragonfly that if it sits in that space, it takes care of it? So don't always just jump to the first, conclusion, or if there's like something that's bothering you, maybe sometimes it is jump to the first thing, just do the first thing that pops in your head. But I knew that I was going to add the dragonfly. So before I panicked or went, oh my God, I didn't put enough washi tape on there, I tried something first and it worked. So that's delightful. And here's the front. I love that it's got this ruffle hanging off of it, some thread, and it ties in. If I look at the other one, the gold washi tape ties them together. I do love that, I haven't consciously done this, but I think it's just the way I work is that I subconsciously think about things tying together. The green, I shared this the last time, the turquoise, like it just keeps tying the blues, like they're just tying together. And that's really fun. All right, let's pop it on the ring. All right, so we can see, again, now we've got the ruffle hanging out. And it, makes it interesting. You want to go, oh, what's that? That is this, with a little grace thrown in. This one's all about grace. All right, I love this. I hope you did. I hope you got some inspiration to try something new in your deck. Next time, we'll work on the lilac one together. And again, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know below. Are you doing this? What did you find inspirational? Even if you're not doing this, was there one tiny thing from this project that I just did that you found inspirational? Share it below. It might spark something for me. It might spark something for someone reading the comments to try in their own creative practice. And again, if you would like it, give me a thumbs up. That's always helpful. All right, friends, I will see you soon in another video. Thanks so much, everyone.